Hi, this is Mr. Kish, and we're looking at spreadsheets again. And last time I showed you how to do conditional formatting, and one of the problems with conditional formatting is sometimes you get these errors. For instance, I'm dividing cell C5 by D5, and since there's an error, uh, it's dividing something by 0, so it returns the value of 0 and it turns red, and there's a way to fix that. So what I was going to do is change this. Let's get rid of that, and I'm going to use an if function. And what's really cool is when you type this in, it tells you a little bit about it, and you can read about this, but what we have to do is put three things. We have to put a test, we have to put the value we want displayed if that test is true, and then we have to put the value we want displayed if it's not true. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if D5 equals 0, then I want it to put out some text. And I'm just going to put in the text blank. If it equals anything other than 0, I want it to take C5 and divide it by D5. I'm going to close that. So here's what happens. If there's nothing in there, it's just going to say the words blank. If I put 10 out of 20 points, it then does what it was already doing. And I can then apply this to all these others, and it works out just fine. It says blank, and you're probably thinking, well, that looks kind of dumb if it says blank. And you're right, you can fix that. What we can do is we can just leave the quotes. And I'm just going to leave a space in there, that way I know there's actually nothing between the quotes. And if I then copy that to all the others, and you can do this the other direction as well, that way it's in all of them. Look what it did. So all of these that are empty have nothing in them, and then if I get rid of this, it just shows a blank cell. So that's a really simple way to use an if statement. Let me click on that one more time and just explain it to you. So you put in this if function, you have the test, and the test is, okay, does D4 equal 0? If it equals 0, then it returns the value of a blank. If it doesn't equal 0, then it returns the value of the answer to C4 divided by D4. So it does the math for you. And that is one way of using an if statement. There's some other ways to make these look blank using other functions, but I was just going to show you this one as a simple solution.